What's up, guys, and welcome to WP LaCroix. Wanted to take a minute to talk about the earnings releases that came out just barely. Lululemon specifically and Lennar Homes. I wanted to get into Lululemon first, and this is a company that continues to outperform. They continue to slay it. They've been on the rise for a long time now, and every time there's an earnings release, they perform and they outperform consistently. This is the fifth quarter in a row that I can remember where they have exceeded expectations and their stock's gone soaring afterwards. So in case you're not looking at them, I think their stock's probably up 10% right now after hours. And so I just want to dive into the details, talk about the company and where I think it's going. I've held Lulu for a little while now, and I've loved that investment. I just feel like the world is moving more in that direction. They're coming out with killer products that are just so comfortable and creating a lot of energy within the company. So let's talk about the numbers. They reported EPS of $1.85. That was compared to what they had forecasted, or what analysts were predicting, which was $1.74. So they beat that by about 6%. Came in really strong. Revenue came in super strong at $1.167 billion. They were anticipated to release around $1.15 billion, so beat that by quite a bit. They also announced a $500 million buyback plan, stock buyback plan. So that's big. Stock's going to go up when they start buying back that stock. So that's something to look at moving forward as well. They forecasted $740 to $750 million for this next quarter, and that was right around expectations. Expectations were $743 million, and so it's nice to see that they're coming in right about that same amount. Something I obviously we would have loved them to push that more, but based on, they just had killer results, announced that buyback plan, so the stock's still going to go up. It's still going to continue to improve. I think they're being a little conservative with that forecast. I will not be surprised if they once again exceed what the analysts are anticipating and expecting. So really good things coming out of Lulu. The other one I wanted to hit on is Lennar Homes. Now, if you saw their stock today, it was up. I can't remember how much, 8 or 9%. But they didn't have great earnings. And so I want to talk about why the stock went up, even though they didn't have great earnings, and then just briefly touch on the future of the real estate market. So Lennar Homes, they reported an EPS of 74 cents. They were anticipated to report at 76 cents, so they missed it by 2 cents. Revenue came in at $3.87 billion. They were anticipated to release revenue at about $4.11 billion, so they missed on that as well. So the stock took a little dip right after they released these, but within the earnings call, their CEO talked about a couple major things that I want to look at. So he talked about a stabilizing market within the real estate. He said in this next quarter, we're going to see some traction come back into the real estate market. People are going to buy more houses. He didn't sound very confident in his pitch on that. He sounded like this is a hope, but this isn't what's going to happen. But I think people saw the writing. They saw, hey, the market's being stabilized. Let's jump back in, I think it's a little deceiving. I'm not so certain on the future of Lennar Homes and the short-term future of the real estate market. I think we're going to go through a little more bumpy times. I think the economy is still going really strong, and so that could help a little stabilization within the real estate market, but I don't think we're going to see a lot of growth in this next quarter. That being said, you never know. We'll see what happens coming in this next quarter. But that's why they gained, or their stock was up today, is because of that anticipation. He had mentioned that the market's stabilizing and seems to be at its little bottom here. But we'll find out. He didn't sound so super confident in that, so I'm not buying it. But something to look for moving forward. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. Hope you're having a killer week so far. I'll keep you updated with any earnings release coming in the next couple weeks, and we'll dive in, do some analysis, and see, hey, is that a good stock moving forward? So Thanks, guys.